Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the next video of our Created Club custom team modding for FIFA 22. And just a quick recap. In the first video, we talked about how to import real crests into the Created Club mode of FIFA 22's career mode. In the previous video, we talked about how to create or import custom kits for your custom team in career mode for FIFA 22. And originally, I actually wanted to talk about how to import the third kit or a third kit into your custom team for career mode. But a lot of people have been asking, not only in the comments of the videos, but in the Discord server, they were asking for a tutorial about how to modify the squad files to change the color values of jersey name, jersey numbers, the collar types for your kits in not only for your custom team, but also for any team in general that you want to mod in FIFA 22. So I decided to put the third kit in the back burner for another week. So I'm going to make a quick tutorial today about how you're able to modify your squad file a very easy way. Another of the reasons why I was hesitant to do this video was because originally the original way on how to modify the squad files, specifically the team kits table in that database, is extremely complicated. Like you have to and the ease of reading the table and the columns. Some programs had the columns like not even sorted, so it's like you'd have the red value column on, let's say, column 5, and then like the blue value is like in column 20 or something, you know, just to name an example. So it was pretty complicated, por así decirlo. But while I was messing around with FIFA Kit Creator, I noticed they actually created an application in their website that allows you to easily modify your team kits table and then import it back to your game using Revolution Database Master 22. So today I'm going to go ahead and show you how you're able to modify. So step number 1, go into Revolution Database Master. And what you're going to do is you're going to open your squad file. So I'm gonna open this one, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna extract your team kits table from the squad file, and it's gonna save it into a text file, as I'll show you in just a little bit. So let it load, and then go to your team kits table. It'll open up the table, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into this particular icon, and the tooltip should tell you export single table. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna export it. Go here, and I'll go ahead and resave this, the team kits tutorial. All right, so you'll save the team kits tutorial. It's gonna be saved as a text file. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into FIFAKitCreator.com, and you're gonna go into this icon right here with the 4 lines. And then you're gonna go click on this hyperlink that says Team Kits Editor. And what that's gonna do, that's gonna open the application. So once you're in this application, make sure that it's in FIFA 22, obviously. And then you're gonna press this open button, and you're gonna load your Team Kits file, text file. And so what that's gonna do, that's gonna load the file. The first thing you're gonna do, obviously, you're gonna have to, if you say you wanna edit Tigres' stuff, Arsenal, whatever. So you're gonna find their team ID. I think it also works for if you search for their name. Let me double check. Yeah, so you can search by name or by team ID. So for example, for this particular instance, we are going to be modifying Kaiser Chiefs, which is the team ID that we used to be able to import the kit textures into the game. So we're gonna go ahead and open it, and on here you'll go ahead and choose you want to use the home, the weight, and the GK. Third is coming up because this particular squad file is already modified to add a third kit to it, so that's why the option is coming up, but usually it's not available. So for example, if I check out the Orlando Pirates, you'll only get home, away, and GK, right? So we'll go back to Kaiser Chiefs and we'll choose the home kit because that's what we want to modify. So as you can see right here, it's showing you, all of the different editable column values in the table for Kaiser Chiefs home kit. And so basically on here, you have, like, for example, the color type. And if you guys need a visual representation on what the colors look like, you can always go to FIFA Kit Creator and go into this the little shirt icon, and on here, this is where you will find a visual representation of all of the collars. So collars, ears around collar 1 is the little turtleneck, etc., etc. So you get a visual representation, so that way you guys have an idea which one you need for the kit that you're trying to create, right? So on here, we're keeping collar 25 since we are using the Condivo 21 template for this jersey. Captain's armband, you really don't have to make any changes to that. Collar 1. So color 1 is very important for you to change it for your team, because color 1 and color 2, as far as I'm concerned, it's used a lot to recolor, like, let's say, the warm-up kits, obviously some scoreboards. They'll have indicators of the colors, the kit colors for the teams that are playing. So you want to make sure that those represent your primary and secondary colors, and even tertiary colors if you want to keep it, if you want to make sure that it's showing correctly. Make sure that they do reflect the colors of the kit that you have imported. All right, so then you have, don't worry about the percentages. I don't even know why they have those values on here. Left sleeve patch and right sleeve patch. So it's basically the league badges that are not part of the kit texture anymore. They, I think since FIFA 19, or FIFA 20, they are now separate textures from the kit texture. But because Kaiser Chiefs don't really have a league, and you want to make sure that the league badges don't show up in your created club, then you want to leave that at 0. So they'll be transparent textures. Jersey shape style, I don't think there's even any options as far as I'm concerned. I think all of the jerseys in the game are using jersey shape style 0, unless maybe one or unless one of them indicates like a retro kit. But I think almost all of them have 0, so leave it at 0. Short style, like I mentioned, just like with the colors, you can always go back to FIFA Kit Creator, go into the shorts icon, and you will get, depending on what you choose, you will see what kind of short style that are available. So for this kit that we're making for MLS, we're using short model 3. They do also have a retro, which is, I believe, number 4, are the retro shorts. And then, of course, model number 6 is the short model that is used specifically, well, not specifically, but it's mostly used in the MLS 25th anniversary kits, with that little indent. So you can get a visual representation in FIFA Kit Creator as well. We'll leave it at 3. Shirt name, this is where you can select the font type, and you can always go into your FIFA editor tool, so you can see the visual representations of it. But you can also see a preview right here. So that, for example, if I change it to 97, the preview will show. However, if you modded the fonts in the FIFA editor tool, obviously you're not going to be able to see a visual representation of it. But for example, here MLS would be 96. However, in my game, I did import the font for the USL Championship official lettering for names and numbers. So I believe it's font 51, and it's going to be different from what you're seeing here, right? And font 51, I believe, is by default the EA FIFA Ultimate Team font lettering. So you can use that one if you ever want to import any fonts. You can use font 51 to import them. The color, obviously here you get the hexadecimal value of the color that you want to choose. So for example, like let's say in my instance, we want to get the value for the Tauros's home kit, and home and away kits, they use the same orange lettering. So what we want to do is we want to get the hexadecimal value, which is this right here, from the letters. So you can use this dropper to kind of get an idea of what the color. You can copy the hexadecimal value, okay, and then go back to your FIFA Kit Creator, to the teamkits editor, and you can actually, I think, let me see. Oh, you can actually come into this text box and paste your hexadecimal value. Make sure you always add the number signal before your hexadecimal value, and there you go. There's your color right there. And when it saves, it'll automatically save the correct values in the correct pattern in your file. A layout, I think 0 means for straight. I want to keep it like that. Case, it's uppercase and then lowercase as well. Placement, I'm not 100% sure what that is, but you can just leave it at 1. Shirt number, we'll do the same. We'll pretty much do the same thing. But let me just grab what the file is for. Actually, hold on. I think it's 82. Yes, it's this one. So this is going to be the value for the USL Championship numbers. Now, keep in mind, like I mentioned, that it's not going to reflect any imported textures that you added in by FIFA Editor tool. It's going to give you what the default value is. And I think this is an old Adidas template that is rarely used by teams anymore. So this is another option if you want to import custom number textures. You may want to use 82. You'll do the same thing for color number 1, which is going to be, so for example, there are some numbers, and let me see if I can find an example. So okay, so like this one. So like this one, it is they'll have RGB values. The red will be color 1, green will be color 2, and blue would be color 3, right? So we'll go back to 82, and it's just one color, and so you can just pretty much just make the change to color number 1, and you should be all right. So once again, import your hexadecimal value into it. Front number display, just if you want any numbers in the front, keep it to 0 because we don't have any front numbers for the Toros. Shorts number, the same thing. Want to change it to 82. Want to change the color. So paste it, and there you go. There's your orange color for the Toros. Okay. Placement, just leave it at 1, and then. So there's others right here, chest badge. So like, for example, like for say, technically, if the FIFA Club World Cup was in it and you win obviously if you win the FIFA Club World Cup, you get a chest badge. And if they have a chest badge, then you can put in here the league ID or the ID of the chest badge texture, but we're not gonna have that. Leave DLC as 0, has advertising kit. Just leave all of these as what it is. You don't really need to change it. Jersey fit is basically if it's going to be the regular fit or the tight fit, keep that at 0. Leave this. You don't even make any changes to these particular values. Team kit ID, obviously leave it as it is. Don't change that. Team kit type tech ID just basically is it a home, is it away, is it a GK or a third kit? Keep that at 0 since it's a home kit. Team tech ID. There's your 110929 for Kaiser Chiefs, and year, keep that at 0. So basically, that's all the changes that you need to make for your kit. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to click in the save button. It says FIFAKitCreator.com will be able to edit your file until you close tabs for this website. So you go ahead and save your changes, and all you need to do is done. This is all you need to do on here. So once you're finished with that, it's going to save all of your changes. We will go into RDBM 22 again, and what we're going to do is now we need to import those values back in. So we need to go into this particular icon, import single table. We'll select the kit team kits file that we modified, And we can go in and actually check, make sure that our changes are reflected. So what was the first things that we changed? We changed the color, or not the color type, but the font style. So we go here to the jersey name font type. You can see that our changes are reflected. We changed it to 51, so we're good to go on that. So then what you need to do is you are going to save your squad file with those changes, and pretty much that's all you need to do. Once you save the changes, you'll go into FIFA 22, and you're going to be able to make sure you load your squad files first, and then create a new career mode. So that way you'll see the changes. So once I get all of that set up, we'll see. Right now, join me when I get to FIFA 22 and show you. Okay, so now we're back in FIFA 22, and so as I mentioned, what you want to do is you want to load that squad file first. So you go to Profile, Load Squads. Want to make sure you grab the one that you just customized, which would be this one, RGBFC customized, or well, at least for me, whatever. All right, so you load that squad file, and then you want to go into Play. You want to create a new career mode, remember. And so make sure you use current squads, and so then from there set up your team, and you're going to do the same process that we talked about in in the last video. So let me get that loaded for you. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and load our career mode now with the changes. And so we'll take a look here at this particular cutscene, and it will confirm that your new fonts and colors for your number and name fonts have been implemented into the game. And so now what we want to do is we want to confirm this. So we'll go into an actual game, right? And so we'll go into our first friendly, play match, go into customize, and once you'll see there, you will see that the short number is now orange and with the USL font. So we can play the match, and then so we can see how it looks like in game. So we'll go into instant replay, and we will orbit into one of the players, and you can see right there it is using the USL Championship font and textures. You can see right there the little USL logo. And so that's pretty much it, guys, for this tutorial. Hopefully this will help you out as you all continue modifying FIFA 22 for your pleasure. If you guys like this video, you found this informative and enjoyable, please go ahead and give a like down below. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. As you can probably tell, I'm not really a very active YouTuber or anything like that when it comes to the gaming channel. But I'm going to try to upload weekly tutorials, just relatively simple ones that'll help you mod this game to your liking. And I want to wish everybody in the that's viewing my channel in the United States very happy Thanksgiving. Hope you all enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family and your friends. And I will be gone this whole week on vacation, and Thanksgiving vacation, so there won't be another tutorial next weekend, but the following weekend hopefully we should be able to go back for another tutorial. This time it would be for how to import a third kit into the game. So on behalf of everybody from down in the valley, wish you all a happy and safe Thanksgiving, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Take care. So I mentioned the positive things about the Toros in these last two games: the change of mentality, the change in the fact that they are not settling for a draw, or they're not settling for just a 1-goal lead. They're continuing to push to extend that lead. They've improved the number of shots on target, but we go back to it. The biggest negative I've seen so far from this team, at the end of the day, sean peras o son manzanas, the defense need to limit these giveaways, these clear giveaways, especially right in front of goal.